Now, I don't know about High Brazil and Babylon, but I do know that last year, old Carey reunions were held in Sweden, in Germany, London, New York, Canada, cities of Asia from Japan to Indonesia, New Zealand, and every state in Australia. Far and short, our bands were called. I'll give you one more stanza from Kipling's great school song. This we learned from famous men, knowing not its uses. When they showed in daily work, man must finish off his work, right or wrong his daily work, and without excuses. The whole of my primary education had been in Tasmania, and I had reached the rarefied atmosphere of Ballarat High School, where two imaginative science teachers, one each in chem and physics, so inspired me that at 12 years of age I knew precisely what I wanted to be. Well, not precisely. I knew I wanted to be some kind of scientist. I was therefore right for Mark Stump, a splendid science teacher, to turn me into an embryo scientist. I was also interested in history, and I was sad when I had to leave it behind after year 10. But I got even with that later in life. My other great love was English, and year 12, leaving honours, as it was then called, reading English with Hedley's son was a joy. As he went through Milton, Shakespeare, and Chaucer, and many other poets. Of course, I met other Carey legends. S.L. Hickman, who years later, after a return to Hobart, came back as our headmaster, and I had a bit to do with that. And Bunny Gramlich, who taught us maths and football. We all plunged into sport. We all had our triumphs and disasters, and we all learned to treat those two imposters just the same. I lost 2 front teeth in the Trinity match in 1933, but we won by 6 goals. I had 2 ribs and a nose broken in those civil wars, laughingly called house matches. Back in those days, one qualified to matriculate at the end of year 11. There was only one university then, and the total student population in my day barely made 4,000. So all one had to do was to pass in a stipulated suite of subjects and pay the fees. Year 12, then known as leaving honours, as I said, was a kind of university preparation year, but it was also a year in which those who stayed back learned a great deal about leadership and responsibility, especially, I may say, in a small school such as Carey then was. There could not have been more than about 10 or 12 of us in year 12, which means that we carried the burdens and enjoyed the privileges of leadership, prefects, house captains, sports captains, and so on. And because of that, we failed to do ourselves justice in the leaving honours examination. Well, we worked. I passed chem, physics and maths, but the only honour I got was a 3rd in English. I said English with HJS was a delight. The others were really hard work. When William Carey founded Serenport College, he insisted that it cater for non-Christians as well as Christians. In addition to the obvious divinity subjects, the curriculum offered languages and humanities and quite a variety of the sciences. Choice was inbuilt. We all have to make choices in the preparation for adult life. But remember that those who choose the humanities must at least know how science works. The scientist neglects humanities at his peril, and no man or woman is fully educated without some knowledge of comparative religions, especially Christianity, which permeates our culture. On this Founders' Day, we honour the past and confidently face the future. My best wishes to you all, especially perhaps Year 12 for 2010 and all that lies beyond.
Dr. Farrell. On behalf of the students, staff and guests here today, I'd like to thank you for discussing the importance of William Carey and sharing with us the fond memories of Carey that you hold. Thank you very much.